Congrats to all the new inductees. This is a tremendous honor to share this season with all of you on behalf of Coach Tejada. So there was my life before meeting Coach Tejada, and then there was my life after. Wrestling in high school had brought me face to face with my weaknesses in a way that I had never experienced. And Coach Tejada was the perfect person to help me get through that. His impact in this role was formative and instrumental for me as a young man and continues to this day. My sophomore year, I started my rookie season. Putting it lightly, was rough. I had virtually no experience, and I was essentially filling up a spot at 112 for the team. In January of that season, I was still chasing my first season win. We had a dual meet against Belen Jesuit, and when it came time for coach to pick the team captain for the beginning of the duel, he decided to go with the winless rookie. I was shocked. I had to step up, and I got my first win with him, and that was a turning point. I would later go on to win my first district championship with a losing record. Coach Tejada's faith in me was unexpected but deeply inspiring. The only thing I had better than the rest of the guys on that team were my grades, which he would read to my eternal embarrassment on each report card day. I didn't get it then, but he was proud of me. My senior year, I was determined to be Coach Tejada's first state champion. That year, he had set the bar very high for me. He pushed me in practices to my absolute limits that far exceeded whatever I thought I could do. See, I was the quintessential head case. I would put so much pressure on myself that I would lose matches that deep down, everyone else knew I could win. Even at states, I was complaining about a knee pain because I hurt my knee the week before. Coach told me, I don't want to hear about your knee. You're going to be fine, just wrestle. And when the whistle blew in that first match, sure enough, the pain went away and never came back. But it came time to wrestle in that state final. He told me, and I will never forget it, go out there and just have fun. Never heard him say that before. There's always some warlike, warrior, motivational words. This was different. It felt like the earth had been taken off my shoulders. He knew exactly what to say, to use my mind. My greatest regret is after winning the state championship that I didn't do the classic running into your coach's arm thing. He still gives me a hard time about it. But I was in the daze, I wasn't even sure what just happened. I just remember walking to the corner and coach pulling out one of those state shirts with state champ airbrushed on it with my name, and I was like, my jaw dropped. His confidence in me was always unwavering. I have now shared that corner with Coach Tejada for over 20 seasons. It has been the greatest honor and privilege of my life. I learn from him every day. He is a second father to me, and I continue to work to make him proud. What he built at Braddock is an enduring family. We are there for each other decades after we hang up our shoes. Through our various ups and downs, we persevere and step up to whatever challenges arise. It is in our blood, NGMG. No guts, no glory. A phrase heard to this day at the start of any tournament where Braddock wrestlers compete. But it's more than just a phrase, it's a philosophy, a mentality, a legacy we will pass on to the next generation and take to our graves. This mentality has helped shape generations of young wrestlers into men of high character, conviction, and value. And it started with Coach Tejada. In closing, I wanted to point out that Coach cares about wrestlers way after we finish wrestling for. Just some example. Just this summer, Coach picked me up from the hospital when I needed a ride and no one else could pick me up. When I got sick a few years ago, he surprised me with chicken soup on my doorstep. Always caring and coming from a place of love. Coach always had your back, and that is at the root of what made him so special to me and many others. Coach, on behalf of hundreds of wrestlers, you have Coach, thank you. And for me, thank you for trusting that rookie with good grades but no wins. He was never the same.